Hey everybody, and welcome back to our Let's Play of CK2 with Nerdstalgic. We are playing as the Crusader. This Jain addiction of ours cannot be stopped. So in our last video, basically, we kind of sat around for a while, and then finally we came of age, so we took some concubines, and we are now... We formed a duchy to give us enough prestige to kind of do some tricksy things, and we revoked this guy's title here, which sent him into a fit of rage, and now basically we're sieging him down to take over his provinces, and then we're going to... Sweet, we had a kid. Hopefully he has a nice trait. And then we're going to take Kutch, because we have a de jure claim on it, and then we're going to take back our territory here, and then we'll have our eyes towards making that kingdom. Child of a concubine is the only trait he has, unfortunately, so we'll keep trying. Because we're Jain, we can nominate any of our children outside of females, unless there are no males. If there are no males, we can nominate females, but we cannot nominate females if there are males. So we can nominate any of our male children as our successor, so... You know, it's a good thing, because, you know, if you have one kid who has a nice trait, then there you go. And if you only have one top-level title, even if he doesn't inherit all the titles, it's okay, because generally, you know, since you have such good... Let's go ahead and pause the game. Since you have such good traits, you can generally take back those titles pretty quickly. Boom. Okay, so actually we might not be able to revoke all of his titles. Yeah, he's a traitor. Actually, what would make more sense would be to revoke this. We'll revoke this since we actually don't have a claim on it, because if we revoke this, then we still can't revoke this. So we'll revoke this that we don't have a claim on. And then and since we have a claim on it, we can revoke this one too. So, kind of gamed the system a little bit. And we're just going to leave that guy in prison. I think we let him rot at this point. So, let's go ahead and stand down our levies. How far away? We're really far away from retinue. I don't even know why I looked at that. So now our troop cap is 1686. How many troops can you field, sir? 514. You're also Jain, which is good, so... You can't raise a holy order even if you had the required purity. Probably what will happen, we'll go to war and we'll call these guys in again, is what I'm assuming. I don't even think we're going to wait to get up to... okay, let's wait a little. Let's wait a little bit, because I highly doubt anything's going to happen with this guy to where he's going to get any stronger. So, let's do that. We'll give it a little bit of time. We'll get some money back. Yeah. And that also had the effect of giving us some prestige, which is pretty swanky. So we're going to need to pick a new target for our Chancellor here, right? Let's go ahead and go down to speed 3 while we do this. Okay. What do we want to do with our Chancellor? Well, I'm thinking we don't want to pick on Pratihara just yet. Maybe we come over here. Maybe we come over here. I don't know, though. Man, this right here, this whole area to me is kind of like a hornet's nest. I don't know if I even want to get involved here. It might be better for us just to kind of turtle up and wait for an opportunity to say maybe like subjugate these guys or subjugate these guys or go up here and take out these guys. There's a lot of options here. Pratihara is probably not that strong. I mean, they only have a levy size of 1.41. The real problem that you normally get into with Pratihara and all these bigger ones is they intermarry so much, is what I've seen. And then what you look at is, yeah, their levy size isn't really that big, but they have like 3 Maharaja rank allies that all have the same levy size as them, and you can be damn sure that they're going to come in on the fight. So it doesn't even seem to matter, you know, how much they dislike that Maharaja. They immediately will come in. So, I mean, we could certainly... we can't subjugate right now because we don't have the prerequisite karma for it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, great. She's pregnant. Excellent. How are our levies coming? They're not coming very fast. And I think that's probably because we have to refill up. Excuse me. We have to refill up the garrison before the levies can start to accumulate. My prisoner, Krishna Saindava, is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon, asking for more suitable accommodations. This is the guy who has claims on the places that we just took over. So we're going to actually throw him in the oubliette. Try to kill him off a little quicker. We want him gone. Alright. What do you got, sir? Still 514, no allies. I am kind of worried that he's going to develop some allies here. Well, he's already married. How old are you? 7. Okay, well, it's going to be kind of hard for him to gain allies in the next 8 years unless he dies. Have we already got him set? No, let's set him as special interest just to keep an even closer eye on him. Oh, we didn't even put our chancellor on anything, did we? Well, it might be a good idea for us to... This guy doesn't really like... Well, actually, 61. Yeah, because we crushed that major revolt. That's such a really... It's a really, really nice bonus. Let's go ahead and fabricate on here. And I like that because we can fabricate on those places, and then we can just revoke it, and we don't take that tyranny. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, let's go up to speed 4. So we have a daughter. Oh, hiccups. I don't want to have the hiccups. Our gold is ticking. Whoa, 7 gold a month, guys. 7 gold a month. You know, something I've noticed, I've been playing a lot of games lately in the Indian subcontinent. It's been a lot of fun. I've noticed is gold is not hard to come by here. Same thing with Muslim. Played some Muslim games. Actually, I just played one Muslim game just to kind of like get my feet wet with Muslim, like the decadence and everything. I don't know why, but before I'd been kind of scared of it. Like I'd loaded up some Muslim games before, and I'd been like, "Oh man, this is kind of weird. It's different." And then I was just like, "Oh, I really need to play as Muslim. I need to play as everything in this game so I understand it, especially if I'm going to be making content for it." So I loaded up a Muslim game, and I know this is getting a little far off task here, but I started out as this guy right here of the Bidalbid Emirate, and he was pretty bad when I first started off with him, but I figured it out, and it was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Dealing with decadence is something that people bitch and moan about quite often, but it's really not that bad. You just have to be willing to incur a lot of tyranny. Oh well. The nice thing about Muslims is that you can pick exactly who's going to get everything, which is awesome. Okay, we have a son. Ooh! He is a genius. Bada bing, bada boom. We now have liftoff, I guess you'd say. Yes, very good. That's excellent. So we are now gaining some levies there. Okay, yeah, very good. Okay, what's going on here, sir? You still, yeah, you're still at 514. I don't think he's going to be gaining any troops anytime soon. Yeah, title loss on succession, that's fine. I don't plan on dying anytime soon, and, well, yeah. We'll get the kingdom made long before that. I really kind of want to just declare war on this guy. Even though we don't have a whole, like our numerical advantage is not huge on this guy, I really just kind of want to do it. In fact, I think I will. Let's take the speed down to 3, and let's just declare on him. I imagine he'll probably come in since he's our heir. Well, actually, he's not our heir anymore, so he may not come in. Well played, sir. Well played. Well, let's hold off. I'm glad I thought about that. When he was our heir, he had a huge incentive to come in on our side in wars because, why wouldn't he? But now that he's not our heir, really he doesn't like us that much because he's a title claimant. He is a title claimant. Okay. So next thing we're going to want to get here, we're going to want to get to medium centralization. And whenever we get the kingdom formed, which we really need to do during this guy's lifetime, so that we can start edging that crown authority up. We definitely want to get the crown authority up. It's pretty quiet around here, isn't it? Everybody's just kind of sitting around, just waiting to see what's going to happen. I mean, right here, this is kind of a mess, but no, it's always a mess. I mean, the Middle East in any kind of time period in CK is a huge mess because of decadence. Because the AI, from what I understand, just has no friggin' clue how to manage decadence, and it's always going to have decadence revolts. So, all right, we'll go back up to speed 4. I almost swallowed my tongue when a friendly courtier paid his respects to me. He thought I was displeased with him, and he left perplexed. I think I lost his respect. Well, that sucks. How are we looking on troops here? Yaja Yogaraja of Chaturaj, your steward Naravarman, was killed by a mob of angry peasants when trying to collect the extra taxes you'd order. Ah, horrible. It is horrible. Do we have anybody else that's decent? He's okay. Not great. It's okay. Is it going to stop me from collecting extra taxes? No. Not in the slightest. How are we looking? 1,300. Let's wait until once we get to 1,500. Once we get to 1,500. Actually, let's just screw it. Let's just deck. Let's just do it, and we'll call up vassal levies too. That'll give us about 1,500, which will give us 3-to-1 on him. Yeah, I'm just itching to get this thing done. Itching. Declare war. It's your claim. Boom. Yeah, you're Jain. You can't call in a holy order on us. Would you come in? Interesting. He still thinks he's our heir. Or maybe it's just because he's in the line of succession. Sure, we'll call you in. Well, that's certainly going to make it even easier. We'll just mass everybody up right here, and then we'll merge them. Of course I'll come to war. So now we have about 2,300 troops instead. I imagine he'll probably just attach to us. And yeah, we're just going to go over there and swat this guy. This is not going to take too long. Are you really coming over here? Really? That's your play, huh, mate? Not too wise. Where are you going? Godwad? Alright, well, I got the answer for that, too. Now you stop. That's what I call the stutter step. Just freeze them. Something I do quite often. To the most illustrious Raja Yogaraja, the good burghers of Gundagar are barely able to pay their taxes. Our coffers are empty. I humbly ask that you lower the taxes for your cities. Your humble servant, Mayor Pradladana of Gundagar. Well, we could bribe him. It cost us 42 gold, which is roughly, if we're not in war, that's about 6 months worth of income. If we do this, they're going to be pissed off for 5 years. If we do this, we would go back to normal city taxes. Let's just bribe him. Let's just bribe him. It's only 6 months worth of income. Alright, get your ass over to Kutch. Let's siege this thing down. Probably only take 1 holding getting sieged. Great. Concubine is Preggers. We could switch away from family focus now, since we already have the prestige, we have the successor. It kind of makes more sense to switch away. The only thing is, keeping family focus gives us a little bit of that diplomacy that we really, really need. Can't switch till next year anyways, 6 months. If we switched, we'd probably switch over to war to try to grow our military a little bit. We could also switch over to carousing and do some carouses. It's pretty easy to gain diplomacy through that. Whereas with the family focus, it seems to be a little bit more random. The events to gain the diplomacy. I think we might actually do that. We might actually switch over to the carousing focus in 6 months. Try to pound out that diplomacy growth pretty quick, and then switch over to war. Our steward is idle. I thought I told him to collect taxes. I must have clicked in the wrong spot. Okay. This is not going to take very long. We have ticking war score. Well, actually, we shouldn't yet, because we haven't captured anything. I really think it's just going to take capturing one holding, and he's going to say, oh, we're done. We're done. So this guy will actually just become our vassal, if I understand correctly. Yeah, he's our vassal now. Doesn't really like us too much, but that'll be fine. We can always just fabricate on him, and then take his shiz. Okay, so we're growing back up again. We're getting there slowly but surely. So very good. What do we got here? Oh, now we can create the kingdom, huh? How much is it going to take? 355 gold. It would give us 400 prestige. It would also cost us some purity, but I think that's okay. I think I like that idea of grabbing that, just simply because if something untoward happens to our guy here, that will keep the titles together. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to carousing. And then I think let's go ahead and start a carouse. Does it take some time or something here? Invite to carouse. Anybody? Yeah, there we go. Why can't we invite you to carousing? I don't see it. Yes, you must embrace the Jain faith. Alright. Let's just invite everybody we can to carousing. Get that beautiful, Jesus. Get that beautiful opinion boost from the carousing if they don't reject it. If you guys know of any way to mass invite people for carousing, let me know in the comments. This is the only bad part about carousing, is that, especially if you have a lot of people you want to carouse with, it takes some time. Ambition still, no, we're not going to pick an ambition. No ambition. I have none. Alright, here goes the carouse. Oh, we can do some technology. Looks like military. I think we go military organization, even though the retinues is not going to factor in just yet. The morale of armies is very good, as well as the supply limit. So we'll go up to that. We're probably going to beeline, like I said, for the second rank of that. Okay, very good. You converted. Yes, he won't come. That stinks. So some will come, some won't come. That's fine. And hope maybe, just maybe, we can get a game master there. That would be really cool. I don't want to pick up Hedonist, I don't think. Let the carousing begin. Let the carousing begin. There we go. Let's get it started. So what this is going to do is we're going to get carousing until the 27th of June, so basically 1 month, which would give us a little bit of a prestige bump, but not too much. Okay, it's over, and we gain 20 prestige. We get carouser, which gives us +1 to diplomacy, and then we also get recent carousing until 782, basically, which is just the debuff that makes it to where we can't carouse. I'm not going to be feasting for the simple fact I want to save my gold for that king level, that kingdom level title. I think once we get up to our max domain level here, we're gonna smack into this guy. I'll do 11. We want to do it. We want to do it before he can get married to somebody and get an alliance. Who is this? My son. He's not satisfied and keeps asking for more toys to play with. Well, this guy is not going to be our heir, so we could try to load him up with some negative traits, but that's generally not what I do. I just have a few. I try to get them content, keep them away from ambitious. Everything else I don't really care about. So let's see. Let's just give him. Let's give him that. Okay, diligence fine. Completely fine. Alright, well I think that's a pretty good place for us to stop and put a cut in. So in our next video, I'm anticipating we probably will go to war with our brother and bring him back into the fold. I think we'll probably also form that kingdom, and that will also present us with some interesting options towards de jure war with the Pratihara, I believe. So look forward to that. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me, and until next time, game on.